Secrets revealed. Doja Cat sneak disses the Queen. And Terrence Howard said that Marvin Gaye was... What's up? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on IE Network. And this is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. Throw my own echo chamber in there. Yo, man, this is crazy. Let's get to it. So your boy Terrence Howard, we're going to start off with him. He's continuing on his Cat Williams Jr. tour, as I call it, because what it seems like Terrence Howard has now relegated himself to is going around and, with hot takes now and conspiracy theories. It looks like he's picking up where Cat Williams left off. He doesn't seem like he's getting the same jobs anymore in Hollywood, so he has to find a way to stay relevant and stay on people's minds. Well, he sat down with Bill Maher, right, on Bill Maher's podcast, and he was asked, it came up, he said the biggest mistake of his life is turning down Smokey Robinson, because Smokey Robinson wanted him to portray him in his biopic. He then said he was being faithful to Lee Daniels because Lee Daniels had already asked him about being Marvin Gaye in the Marvin Gaye biopic. So then when Bill Maher asked him what happened with the Marvin Gaye biopic, take a listen to what Terrence Howard said, and then we'll come back on the back end and unpack it.
And I was like, being faithful to Lee Daniels because I had given my word as a man, I'm going to do this with you. So when Smokey, I had to tell them at the table, and it broke his heart. That was the biggest mistake, and Billy D would have been one of the other people that would have, man.
So you did which movie?
I didn't, Lee Daniels never did Marvin Gaye.
That's a shame, because that is a much more
Smokey
interesting
would have been
stuff.
perfect.
Well, Smokey's interesting, but
because he went through shit.
Yeah, but he's not dead.
No, he's not.
And Marvin Gaye is. And I'm sorry, but drama's drama. And there's a lot more drama in getting killed by your dad.
Yeah, but the problem with
that's a story. I'm sorry to be the studio head who says that, but no, that's much more interesting. And Marvin Gaye was like, you would have been perfect as Marvin Gaye, and that is a story that needs to be told.
Let you know what happened with that. I was over at Quincy Jones' house. I'm not dropping names. I'm just giving credibility to what I'm saying.
No, never drop names. De Niro told me that.
Yeah, so but I'm asking Quincy, I'm hearing rumors that Marvin was gay, and I'm like, was he gay? And Quincy's like, yes.
Oh.
He went around it with everything, and I was like, no, and I'm like, I could not.
I just feel like there's gay for real, and then there's a point where guys get so much pussy, they're just like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah, well, it would have been that, but they would have wanted to do that, and I wouldn't have been able to do that.
Well, you mean you couldn't kiss a guy on screen in a movie?
No.
Not even,
No, because I don't fake it. I literally, it has to.
I couldn't kiss a man either. That's true. And that
would fuck me. I would cut my lips off.
Yeah, no.
Well, I would. Okay, if I kiss some man, I would cut my lips off.
Well, I would not do that. But it does not make me homophobic to not want to kiss a man. Just like lots of gay men are like pussy, yuck. I mean, that's okay. We all have our own, no one wants to tell you how to.
Do what you love to do, but don't do it at me. Don't aim it at me. And I can't play that character.
Right.
100%. I can't surrender myself to a place that I don't understand.
Yeah.
And so that's the end part of that story of what I had to let go.
I can understand it. I'm just not of it. I mean, I could certainly understand men attracted to men. I mean, homosexuality is in nature. Animals. There are many, many, many animals.
Yeah, the bonobos, the bonobo monkeys, they practice it.
Well, practice it.
They do.
And that was Terrence Howard sitting down with Bill Maher. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. As far as it goes with Terrence Howard, man, I like Terrence Howard movies, but, he's a little bit of a hypocrite to me. People on Twitter started exposing him, bringing up his past, record with women, abusing women, on multiple occasions. And then, they're posting these pictures of different men in Hollywood kissing on him, and he's all smiles, right? And I even said myself, was this interaction with Diddy before or after I saw you at the Diddy party, Terrence? And there's pictures of you, online, you hugged up with Diddy. So was that before or after his weird interaction where he said he wanted to sleep with you? Terrence Howard is a classic example of something that it was all good just a week ago. And when all of these things were benefiting him in Hollywood, he had no problem with it. But now that he's a little older and Hollywood is not really calling as much, you know what I'm saying? Now it's time to talk down on him. It's classic Cat Williams, Jaguar Wright, Monique. It's classic people. Oh, now that it's not working for them anymore, oh, I would never do that. Oh, they wanted me to do this and they wanted me to do that. But you were doing it before, but now that you kind of fell out with Hollywood, now it's time to start pointing the finger at, oh, you wouldn't do this, you wouldn't do that. And that's the reason why you're not as big as so-and-so. And Quincy Jones sure does seem to know everybody who's gay. Rest in peace to Quincy Jones, but Quincy knew everybody. Notice how Quincy knew who was gay and who wasn't? Makes you wonder.
I don't do shots, I win legions. I've been going over the top when no queen been down.
Doja Cat is back. Doja. So Doja Cat came back. She's on a new song with what's his name? Don Toliver, I believe his name is. And it's on a movie soundtrack. And she's rapping on this part and she says, I'm going to the top or over the top where no queens been. And the Nicki Minaj fans were a little tight. They believe that she's trying to sneak diss Nicki Minaj. Now, of course, a lot of people are saying, no. You still got a lot of delulus out there that say they're cool, right? Knowing good and damn well, or maybe they don't know, that Nicki Minaj can't stand Doja Cat. And she got on her because that record had a good chance of going to number one. It did go to number one. But ever since then, all the times where Doja, I love you, Nicki. I love you. Nicki's like, Nicki pays her dust. So don't you think if they were so cool after all the time she's acknowledged Nicki, and Nicki would at least stand up one time and say, shout out to Doja Cat, right? Nicki tried to tell people for years she don't mess with Doja Cat. But the Delulus, they're cool. No. They like each other. She loves Nicki. Well, here comes another. Just because Doja Cat comes back and says, no, I don't beef with my peers, but constantly takes shots, record after record, but then she wants to run back and say, no, I don't beef with my peers, and thank you, Nicki, I love you, and all this other stuff. So, once again, I'm sure there's people saying, no, this isn't a shot. No, she's just talking in general. But there's some Nicki Minaj fans that feel as though it's a shot, and it won't be long before we find out whether Nicki Minaj thinks it was a shot or not. So y'all can let me know whether you think it's a shot or, nah, they're cool, no shot. I'll let y'all decide it. Let me know down below whether Doja Cat was taking a shot at Nicki Minaj, or if no, they're cool.
Press these vinyls. I need these vocals. Where y'all at? Where these girls at? I know. You know why I don't like pressuring people? Because it's like when people be asking me for like fucking features and shit, I really be taking my time because I really be doing 100 things. So that's why I don't like to pressure people. But it's like, listen, you don't want to miss this opportunity. This is not an opportunity because they don't need nothing. Like, first of all, they don't need me. They don't need this. They don't need nothing. But it's like, listen, like, it's like, I just, please be part of this moment because it's going to be iconic. Like you don't even understand how iconic this moment is for the books. This moment is for the fucking books. Like this album is for the books. Like ain't like the production, the feelings, the words, the rap, just is really there. Like, I don't think, like, they ain't really fucking with, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't fucking with, y'all not even understanding.
Woo! Go ahead, Cardi. Cardi said it's for the bugs. And she sounds sexy as hell when she said that. So basically, Cardi's saying that the features, she's waiting on the features to come back. The album is ready. And you want to be a part of this moment. But it sounds like she's like, if you don't be a part of the moment, you're going to really miss out. Because she's saying that this album is for the bugs. So I'll just let y'all know what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that at the end of this month, it's going to come the announcement for the album, which is going to be early June. I believe the first Friday in June, if not before then. But that's what I was hearing. I was hearing that she's going to announce very soon that the album is coming first first Friday in June. So we're gonna see if my sources hold true. Usually my sources are right. But she's saying that, and a lot of things that I have been hearing about the album is that it's very, very a very versatile album. She has a lot of songs that do not sound like, it sounds nothing like the first album. Right? It sounds nothing like the first album, but it's a lot of versatility on this album. So when it drops, I'll be excited. I can't get too excited until it's here, but that's what I'm hearing, right? So be on the lookout for that announcement or this album that is coming or allegedly the first week of June. If it does not, man, I don't know. I don't know what to tell BG if it doesn't, but that's what I'm hearing. We'll see if it's true. Y'all can let me know down in the comments whether you believe the Cardi album's really coming this time. Y'all let me know down in the comments. It's your boy Hollywood. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends. We'll catch you on the next one.